back to Crazy But Not Dangerous with Shorty Vaughn. That's me. Today we're going to make cluck in a bucket as part of our meal prep for the week. And we're going to be using some of the bacon crumbles. We're also going to be using the delicious chorizo that I bought at Food City. So this is over 1.5 pounds. I paid $6.01 for it. I do plan on getting multiple uses out of this package. So we're going to divide it into thirds. And 1/3 is going to be used for cluck in a bucket. 1/3 is going to go into the freezer for some miscellaneous other purpose. And the other third, next week we will probably be making a Mexican style meatloaf. So we'll add that to some ground beef for our meatloaf, and that will be delicious. Cluck in a bucket is easy. It's mostly already prepared. It is heated up in the morning, and it's quick, easy, delicious, and just a favorite. So let's get on some cluck in a bucket. Okay, so this is my chorizo, and I've just got it in this little skillet, and I've set my stove to 6, and I just want this to brown up. And I cook this very much like you would ground beef, because it is a pork and beef combination. I'm going to cook it all the way through, making sure that it gets out of the range of 165 degrees or to that temperature, so that we are eating our beef pork combination very safely. This is delicious. It doesn't need anything else. It is already seasoned. It just needs to be cooked all the way through, and so we'll just keep a close eye on that. Chorizo is delicious. My chorizo is all fried up, and this is about how much I put into each jar for our cluck in a bucket. Just a couple of ounces. So I have 3 jars with chorizo, and then I have 1 jar that has the bacon crumbles from Costco. I also have whipped up 5 eggs and about a 1/4 cup of milk. And then I'm just going to go ahead and add some to each one. And that's plenty. You could serve this with a tortilla. You could serve this with toast. I would just eat this. I don't need any of those. I have some Lucerne mozzarella cheese because this is what I thought looked delicious when it was on sale. When Lucerne cheese went on sale, I purchased mozzarella. I purchased cheddar and a pepper jack just for variety's sake. So these are our cheeses until they're on sale or until we bite the bullet and pay full price. I will pay full price for cheese if I have to. I don't usually have to because usually some grocery store has cheese on sale. And we're not using a ton of this cheese. It's just more like a little melty accent and a little something delicious. Now I won't be salting these and I won't be peppering these because we've got the chorizo, which is already heavily spiced. We also have the bacon, which is going to be plenty salty. And when your cluck in a bucket comes out of the microwave, you can certainly add more salt, more pepper, what have you at that time. I'm just really concerned that if I did it now, it would be too much. So I'm just going to leave that seasoning for someone to do on their own. 1 or 2 of these I will eat, and will eat the rest over the week. And we're going to store them in the refrigerator. We're going to put lids on them. And these are just regular wide mouth mason jars. And they've been retired from canning, but they are still good for everything else. Now I've got a little of the green powder that we made with our spinach so I'm just going to add a sprinkling on each one of these because it's important to get your veg in. And then I'm going to go ahead and cook one up for Andrew right now because even though it is 12:30 in the morning, he stayed up late and just recently woke up. So I'm going to go ahead and make one for him so you can see how it turns out. They are not hard at all. Okay, so I'm going to make him the chorizo one. I'm going to make him this bigger one. I'm going to put my lid on. And I'm going to give it a good shaky shake. I want to make sure everything's well incorporated. And then I'm going to take my lid off. I'm going to pop this here in my microwave. This is my microwave cloche so I don't get splatter all over my microwave. I'm just going to set it in there and I'm going to microwave it for about 1 minute and 30 seconds. And so I will just store them in the refrigerator just like this. And then this one is bacon. These two are chorizo. I will just write on the lid what it is, and then if I am doing something or not available to make breakfast or yada yada yada, he knows how to do this. He knows that you can take the lid off and not to microwave metal. Don't microwave the metal in the, yeah, that's bad. But he can take care of his own breakfast this way. And like I said, I've got a really busy week, so he might have to fend for himself a little bit. That's okay. He can do it. Minute 30 seemed like the perfect amount of time. And this is my Cluck in a bucket. And the red is chorizo. And then you've got the green powder and the egg. And I'm going to give that just a little bit of a stir up. Because of the chorizo or the bacon or what have you, I don't really bother with a vegetable spray or oiling this mason jar because it has a little bit of fat already in it. Sticking isn't usually a problem. And as you can see from the steam coming off of it, it is plenty hot. Everything's cooked through. And now everything's ready for breakfast. So I will just go ahead and pop this into the mister and let him have a little Sunday morning breakfast. It's really hot, so I'm just going to go ahead and serve it to him with a little napkin to hold it. And that's a Cluck in a bucket. And we've got chorizo and bacon, an easy breakfast for the week. In between these, he can have cereal, he can have oatmeal squares, yogurt, what have you. But just something, a little variety for the week. Never hurt anybody. So he was super excited to get Cluck in a bucket this morning. And then when I told him there were 3 more for the rest of the week, he was super excited. So, yay, Cluck in a bucket. Easy, delicious, fast. What more could you ask for?